Hi there, Donna Smoot here. It's a beautiful day in Victoria, this Thursday, October the 7th. And I had the good fortune of going to a ladies' luncheon and met with 60 women today with a speaker. And it was really nice to meet lots of new ladies, some who are, probably the majority who are retired, but they're still looking for new ways to volunteer and be part of the community. In addition to that, we had a speaker, and the speaker was good, and the subject matter was fine, but the speaker took so long to talk about like 150 or 160 years of a story. And so after about an hour, I noticed the majority of watchers, they were getting very, very restless, and some just started to get up and leave, and others made excuses to go to the bathroom. So I watched this, and I kept watching it, and it was like an hour and 15 minutes into the speech, and there was still another 100 years to go. And it was at that moment I had maxed out my capability of wanting to stay there for another hour. And it wasn't that the person wasn't a nice person or anything. It's just that when you're going to give a speech, it's really important that you know your subject matter. And some slides are good, but to just keep turning your back and pointing to slides or reading what's off of the slides, it gets really, really boring and monotonous. So this was really, really good for me because I intend on being a good speaker, and I watch when other people speak what I like, what I don't like, so that I can improve my speaking. Just as when I'm speaking, other people who are watching me, they're analyzing myself. Now this lovely group, they introduced me because I became a new member, and they asked me to write down some things that I'm interested in and on a piece of paper, and then give it to them, and then they would tell the group a little bit about me. But after I gave the piece of paper to the lady, to the coordinator, I realized one of the most important things I left out was the fact when I came to Victoria a month ago, I came here to figure out some of my own business ideas, but I also came here to help people who are in need in some form or way. And I hadn't figured that out, but I soon found out there is quite a few homeless people on the street. And so I decided to make some chili or spaghetti and meat sauce with a bun and a bottle of water and some cutlery, and put them in little packets and then just go hand them out. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 7. And then sometimes I go to the dollar store and I'm able to get some gloves or a toque, and I can add that, or I can just give a toque and a glove separately. And I found that these homeless people, they're very, very grateful. And as I was walking to this ladies' luncheon today, along the way, I already was witnessing young people of any age, already sitting on the cold cement at 11 a.m. And you know, it breaks my heart, and I can't look after everybody. But I found myself just giving small amounts of money at $5. Sometimes I have given the odd $20, but usually it's $5 or $10. And you know, that's not going to make a huge difference, but at least it's going to buy them something, a cup of coffee, a sandwich, a bowl of soup. And I hear from so many people that they don't help them because, you know, they're doing drugs, they're on the street. The government should help them. Any excuse but to do any form of volunteering themselves. And here's the thing, even if you say hello to them, even if you ask them how they are or how they got there, or do they have a shelter to go to, or point them to a shelter. A lot of them don't go to shelters because they're afraid of the shelters. There's apparently more drugs being done, or people take your belongings. And there's another facility in Victoria, and it's called, oh boy, I forget the name of it, but it's a house for the people. So people can go there and they can have a shower, or they can have their clothes washed, or they can pick up some clean clothes. And that's a really wonderful place that's open every day. And so we are all God's people. And so anything that we can do to help others in any form, shape, or way, and allow yourself to be vulnerable. When I started to tell these ladies a little bit about this volunteer that I've been doing, I didn't know, but my eyes started to tear up. And it was coming from my heart, because I don't want to see all those people on the street, and I can't help them all, and I wasn't asking them to either. But it's really important that sometimes we just open up our heart and we recognize that all people probably need help with something, and most people could probably give something, and then together we can create a better community or a better world. Cheers.